Yo, my peoples, I'm back. And it's been a long time since I've uploaded on my YouTube channel. It's time to fill you lot in and locked in. Yeah, it's a Q&A for you guys. The questions you guys asked while I was away. Thank you very much, Sharky, for telling the people to ask questions. I appreciate you. You lot wanted to know some things. You lot wanted to know what happened with Destiny and me, what happened with Kate and me, how it was living with Max, how it was living with Grace, Chip, everyone. If Harry was actually annoying. It's been a long one, 2 weeks, and I think it's time to get straight into it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on my channel to see more videos. It'll be much appreciated, and thank you very much for supporting me. So, we're gonna start right now. First question, how was your locked-in experience? That's a good first question to start with, I can't lie. It's very different. It's hard to explain, like you can't prepare yourself mentally. Like the first 5 minutes you walk in, you're like chatting to everyone like, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Like, luckily enough, I already knew Chip, I already knew Billy, and I already knew of Max. Like, he's been in an AJ vid before. I kind of know what he's like. I thought he was putting on the voice the whole time. One of the first things I asked him was, what's wrong with your voice? Like, is it real? And he said he hates getting asked that question. So sorry, Max, I had to bait you out there. Everything about it's just difficult. Like, you meet the people, you have to instantly become friends. Otherwise, it's just awkward. You don't want to have beef with anyone, so you're not yourself. And a fun little fact, it took me 4 days to take a shit there. Very, very hard to poo around other people, I can't lie. I'm happy with farting around people, but pooing, I draw the line. It was a good experience. Like, I don't regret doing it. I'm happy I did it. And just, yeah, it was really good. Like, I'm happy I really did it. Second question, who was your favorite in the house? I feel like that's an easy question. A lot of people found him annoying in the comments, 50-50 I heard. But it has to be Max. The times where there was nothing, when I tell you nothing going on in that house, when everyone was just dead quiet, you wanted a little alone time, you didn't want to chat to no one, like your social battery was running out, you could always rely on Max to just pop up, tell you a mad story, and you would just be like, yeah, this is what I wanted to hear. And you know what's hilarious? Most of the time, he would just turn around and say, I was lying. And you'll be like, what? And he just told a whole 20-minute story, and he just said, I made all that up. And he was the best. So Max, definitely the best to live with. I wouldn't say there was anyone the worst to live with. If anything, I would nominate myself, because as Grace knows, as Destiny knows, as a few people know, I just fart. And you know, when them things come out of me, I don't care where I am, don't know who I'm with, doesn't matter. It's coming out, and it's smelling as well, especially the food we was eating in there. It's coming out smelly. So yeah, Max, definitely my favorite housemate. And like Sharky said, the best housemate in the last 3 seasons, the best ever locked in housemate. And I can vouch, even though I didn't live with the other 2 seasons, I can vouch Max is probably the best housemate to ever come and step into locked in. The question that everyone's been asking, everyone, I got about 100 of these. What happened with you and Destiny? I put my hands up. Not one thing happened. Nothing. Let me just break it down for you. That little clip that they posted of me and Destiny jumping into my bed, don't even believe it. That was a prank we was playing on the rest of the house. We just wanted to get a reaction from the other people in the yard. And obviously, FootAsylum thought it was real. I don't blame them. She stayed in my bed for like 20 seconds and then she hopped straight out and then jumped in her bed and went to sleep. Not because I'm a shit spooner, but because she knew it was banter. And obviously, as soon as that happened, Grace or Kate ran straight into the storeroom in the morning and was like, oh, Ilyas and Destiny are spooning, rah, 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 blah, 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 blah. Nah, none of that happened. It was one night. Nothing happened the whole 2 weeks with Destiny. She actually became a good friend of mine. Like, me and her actually speak quite a lot now. That's the answer you guys didn't want to hear, and that's the answer I'm going to give you. Nothing happened. I saw a lot of comments online saying, oh, Ilyas and Destiny are together now. They've like Millie and London Movements, Millie T and London Movements. Like, nah, none of that. We was just friends, and nothing happened, and I can tell you that for free. So the worst person to live with. There's one person that stands out. And I feel like if everyone does a video like this, they're all going to say the same person. Maybe except for Kate, because she had the tough time of sleeping under Harry. I feel like someone will speak about that in one of their videos. It's not up to me. For me, definitely Max. Max, as much as I love him, he's a little brother to me. Like, I actually built a proper friendship and connection with Max in there. But Max, some of his habits were abysmal. I'm going to start off with, he would wake up and make the craziest sound with his throat just to start up his voice. I don't know what it was. He would wake up and go, ah. And I would wake up and be like, yo. And he'd be like, I have to do that every morning when I wake up. Like, it just sorts out my voice. No, mate, you don't have to do that every morning. That is crazy for you to do that. He used to leave a lot of skid marks. For a skinny guy, we used to think it was Harry that was leaving the skid marks. It might have been, to be honest. But as soon as Harry left, the skid marks Max was leaving in the girls' toilet and the boys' toilet, not normal. He doesn't even eat that much. And something like that was coming out of him. Max, definitely probably the worst to live with. And he never cleaned up once. And he used to fart a lot like me as well. I do respect him for that. Most controversial moment that happened in the house that didn't get aired. I've watched every episode so far. I feel like Rachel and Max don't mind me talking about this, but we was doing the tortilla challenge where you have water in your mouth, and as you guys know, and you slap someone with a tortilla, and if they spit out the water, they lose. It was Max v Rachel. They had the water in their mouth. Max had the tortilla, and he hit her. I'm not gonna say he hit her very hard, because I don't want to get him in trouble, but he hit her with the tortilla around the face. She'd done a 360, and she grabbed her face. And the medics came in and like she had a little cut on her face and like her cheek swelled up. But obviously Max unintentionally did that. He didn't mean to do it that hard because it's a game. And it was Billy v Max before that, and Billy smacked Max hard. He smacked Max that the tortilla ripped. Imagine how hard you have to smack someone for the tortilla to rip. Like, just imagine that. That's ridiculous. Max straight away apologized. Like, Rachel accepted the apology. She understood it was a game. Like, and nothing happened. There was no beef between them. Like, we was all like, you know when you laugh, you go... And then you go shocked and you're like, because she grabbed her face, done the 360, and we was like, oh snap. Best moment in the house. Hands down, everyone knows Destini flooring Max. And I'm proud of this one because I instigated it. I love instigating things. It's one of my favorite things to do, just instigating things between people. I love it. Let me paint a little picture for you guys. I don't think they put it in. I don't think you can hear me in the video. But Max is walking around thinking, yo, he's just in that mood. He always had these little moods where he would think he's a bad man. Yeah. And I loved it because he just went into this hood mode. Like, yeah, no one could chat to me. Rah, rah, rah. All that kind of stuff. I loved it. So he's there walking around and then he's shadow boxing. Fair's to Max, pretty good shadow boxer, I can't lie. So he's shadow boxing. Then Destini stands up and she like goes to him. And I say to him, Max, I don't think anything can floor you. Obviously, I don't call girls things, but yeah. I say to Max, anything can't floor you. And then he says, Wallahi no beanie can floor me. That's what he says. Wallahi no beanie can floor me. I love this. Destini grips him up. They had a little scrap and she threw him on the floor. Threw him. I loved it. I can't lie. I did feel bad for him because he banged his ribs on the side and like the medics had to come in. This is the second time the medics had to come in and like it was bare awkward because he was actually in pain and like you could see me sit up and look over and I'm like, damn, like she got him. And Destini's strong as well, I'm not gonna lie. For a girl, she's strong. And I can't lie, Max looked at me and he's like, Wallahi, my ribs hurt, I can't sleep. And he said it to me in Somali and it was so funny when he said it to me. It just made me die and no one else heard him. This is another good question. Is anything staged? Nothing staged, like they don't tell us what to do and when to do it other than the challenges. So they say, yo, come to the challenge area, things like that. But nothing staged. The only thing I would say they do is, let's say it'll be like me, Chip, and Billy sitting in the garden, or just like me, Chip, and Destini. We'll be sitting there. Let's say it's the day after Harry's been evicted, and we're just sitting there. We're just having normal convo about stuff you shouldn't be talking about. Like there was one time we was talking about taxes, and they said stop talking about taxes because they can't put it in. But which makes sense because that's a bit nuts to talk about. But we'll just be sitting there, and then Sugar Lips will come over the mic, and she'll be like, "Oh, Ilyas and Chip and Destini, can you guys just quickly talk about how you feel that Harry's not here and things like that?" And then it'll start up like a natural conversation because you get into it. It's not a forced convo because it's a convo that might have happened 10 minutes ago, but they didn't really catch it properly. So they just want you to have that convo properly. And most of the time, it doesn't even make the cut. Like their stuff, I remember we was talking about like with people didn't make the cut. This is a good question. Did Chip deserve to win Locked In 2022? He did. Chip did deserve to win it. Amazing person, done well in every challenge. Me and him were top of the table till the end. Then I just fell off because people wanted to steal my points, which I understand. I kept saying throughout the whole process, I don't want to be in the top 2 unless it gets to the final day. His comedic timing was brilliant. Like just everything about Chip the whole 2 weeks was amazing. And shout out to Max and Billy. Chip split the money with you two and you lot are 5 grand richer now. So well done to you guys. I hope you guys use it in you guys' videos, and whatever you use the money for, I hope it goes back into you and you invest in yourself and you guys become bigger than you are now, because because you guys have a big platform waiting ahead of you guys. And I feel like you lot will be brilliant at whatever you guys do. Would I do locked in again or something similar? I would never, ever do anything like that again. Never. As much as I love the experience, just not knowing what's happening in the real world. I came out, Nico told us Bruno was bisexual. You lot saw that. Like, that was crazy. I believed it as well. I was like, oh my God, Bruno's bisexual. Me, Chip and Billy kept talking about it for ages. Not knowing the Arsenal scores, not knowing what's happening in the real world. Like, I don't care about politics, but just tell me about politics. Not hearing music, not speaking to your friends, not knowing what's going on with your family, like everything. Like, I would hate that. And I can't imagine doing that again. Like, it's not torture, but like, it just feels crazy when you come out, and it's so overwhelming coming out because you're getting fed so much information. People are just throwing information at you like, oh, did you remember, did you know this happened, or this happened, or this happened? Like, that was crazy. Yeah, shout out to FootAsylum. I appreciate you guys for putting me on your platform and shouting me for locked in. Like, I was shocked when you guys shouted me. Like, someone, a small creator like me who's just on SDS, going on to big locked in, like getting millions of views on their channel. Like, that's crazy for me. And like, being in the thumbnails of some of their videos, like, that's crazy for me. So thank you very much for FootAsylum. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and smash the thumbs up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and bow, I'm gonna see you guys soon, hopefully. Boom.